Yeah.
I've seen like an airline pipe. No, not one of the...
Yeah, the ones that go reverse.
Yeah, choo-choo with bells on. Anyway, Tara and I were just coming up with our plan for today with my knee situation.
Oh my God.
Anyway, hello. I am live apparently. Missed you last week, and apparently you missed me. We had people messaging us and saying missed you this week because we were away, and I think the girls in the boutique even had people phone in and saying there's no live, we've really missed her this week. Paul didn't miss me.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, so those of you that aren't aware, we've been on a cruise to Croatia and surrounding areas. Croatia, Italy and Montenegro. What a wonderful, wonderful trip that we've had. So I will start off by saying those that are on the Queen Bee closed private VIP group will be more than aware of what has been going on in the last week, because even when we are away on holiday, we do try to keep engaged with our lovely followers and our customers that have become our friends. And a lot of you like to know what I'm wearing on holiday. So I think most days I did post a little picture of what I was wearing and what was in the suitcase. So it sort of gave me a little bit of a thought today that I will definitely show you a nautical theme. Because I think the most complimented outfit was a little white and navy ensemble. So hence, there's a lot of white and navy in my suitcase. I am going to apologise in advance. I had a fall yesterday. So I'm going to do as many changes as I can. Right, stop laughing.
I knew we'd start laughing
I
as soon
know,
as you said
I
that.
know. So I'm going to try and do as many changes as I can. My knee is okay. I refuse to go to A&E. In fact, when one of the girls came to see me and help me, she said, I'll go and ring Paul now. I said, whatever you do, do not ring Paul. I'm fine. Do not ring him. She said, why not? I said, because he'll just laugh. I am like Florence Nightingale. When he's ill, I'm like Florence Nightingale, Flo, and he is just like the laughing hyena. Anyway, so I had a little bit of sympathy when he realised that actually she has really hurt herself. Anyway, so I'm gonna do my best. At the moment, my knee's feeling good. Last night they wanted to take me to A&E and I refused. I just went to the pub, put it up. They got me ice and I drank wine. And it is feeling better today than it was yesterday. They did put a picture on my Instagram page, and I have to say, even personally for me, it does look like I'm sat on the toilet. Which I had a few comments over that as well. Anyway, so back on track, we're here, I'm going to do my best. The show must go on. There was never in a million years would I have not come and rocked up and done this today. And as I said, I will do as many changes, but maybe not change my shoes so much. And I've got flats on. Anyway, so I thought I would bring today my physical suitcase, because what I get a lot of is, oh my God, Jodie, number one, how do you manage to pack so much in when I only go with hand luggage? I have been referred to as Mary Poppins. And then the complete contrast to that, oh my God, I am going to show my husband how much luggage you take, because it'll be so much better, because he'll think I'm amazing because you've got so much more than me. So this is my actual case. It has got a little bit of marks on it, so I do need to give that a little bit of, I'm not sure, maybe some micellar wipes or a bit of Sif or something. I can't cope with those scratches on there, otherwise I'll have to buy a new set of luggage again.
I didn't have time to clean it.
This one is practically the size of a trunk, and I have been said actually you could get a dead body in there. I have considered putting Paul in here, but I do need him to carry the luggage because it is quite heavy when it's full. So this is, I think, classed as an extra large. If you fill this, you're touching 32 kilogram of luggage. So when you've only got 20, it was like the most craziest packing event. There was things going back and forth cases. And in the end, I took all the shoes out and put the shoes in my hand luggage and got around it that way. 20 kilograms is just not enough. So we had 2 of these, so I had one and I had a little bit of pulls and I had the 10 kilogram pull along hand luggage as well. So when your husband is complaining that you have too much luggage, show him the size of my box. Show him the size of my case.
For a bit, look at you say.
I shut you up, didn't I? Anyway, Paul, over to you. Who's on?
Speechless.
Good.
Isabel Owen said good morning from Lake Magua, Italy.
Ooh, you said we want to do Lake Como.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Liz Bladen says, morning Jodie, lovely to see you yesterday and just love your shop.
Oh, thank you.
Joanna Church says, good morning, welcome back.
Thank you.
Tracy Pike says, great to see you both.
Thank you.
Emma Penwell said, I did think you were on the loo.
That's what.
And that's it. They're all very quiet this morning,
Very quiet.
unlike you.
Well, we do need you to talk to us.
And Kerry Osborne said, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, girls. It is good to be back. I love going away, but I love coming back as well. I miss my girls, I miss the team. In fact, we are going out tonight, straight from work, for wine and pizza, and then we are going to see the fabulous one and only Kerry Dupuy, who is in the Penarth Conservative Club this evening. So that could be interesting. I may have a few tales to tell next week. We will see. Hope he doesn't pick on me too much.
Cat was ready.
Or she, I don't know. Anyway, Kerry is fantastic if you've never seen him and you get the opportunity to go. Such a talented entertainer. Anyway, so that's what we're doing straight from work tonight. Actually, talking of trips and everything, we've had some fabulous feedback about the team and how amazing they are, how welcoming, how friendly, how talented, how knowledgeable. It is a constant flow, and Paul and I do know how blessed we are to have such an amazing team. We sort of don't think of them as a team, we actually think of them as family. So we know how blessed we are that we are able to go away and leave the business, which is like the third child, in the marvellous, capable hands of the team, the family, led by the boss. She's back in the room today.
Nagging me.
So consequently, we do know how lucky we are, and we do try to treat them and reward them as much as we possibly can to show our appreciation. So tonight is a show of appreciation. They'll all be crawling home because I never let them have an empty glass. And on that note, I am going to just remind you, and some of you may not remember or have heard, on the 5th of October, to celebrate our 16th anniversary of business, I am taking them to Dublin for the day. The numbers are mounting of the people that are going to come to Dublin with us. We are somewhere, I think, in the region of 25 to 30 people now going to Dublin for the day. So the idea is we go on the first flight out of Bristol to Dublin and we come home on the last flight. It's on a Sunday. We're going to probably have some plans activities because we have actually had customers say, I haven't got anybody to come with me, but I would love to come with you. So we've actually got customers that are just coming with us as the team, Family Queen Bee. So if you fancy it and you want to come, what I have pledged is if you book your place on that plane and show me your confirmation, I am then going to give whoever has booked a place on that plane a £50 voucher to buy themselves something to wear in Dublin, whether it be an outfit, comfy shoes or a bag. At the moment I'm thinking a open top bus, a little bit of retail therapy, a little bit of Irish dancing, and of course a bottomless brunch somewhere. So if you fancy that on 5th of October, which is a Sunday, book your place on the plane and you will get a £50 voucher nearer the time. Anyway, you won't need any luggage because it's the day. Paul?
Wendy Bloomfield said, morning, thank you all for your help yesterday.
Oh, you're going to look fabulous, darling.
Michaela McCartney says, morning all, can feel another trip over will be on the cards. Sam Teague said, morning, enjoyed all the holiday snaps each day, welcome back.
Thank you.
Julie Can says, morning, love the pics and the outfits. I thought you were messing about yesterday, so I am sorry. You still
It
look
was real.
you still look great with a funny knee.
Oh.
Kevin John says, we've done Lake Como.
Oh,
And then he
we should
says,
do that together.
and then he says, good morning, Jodie and Victor.
Oh, and can I say, thank you for my dress and thank you for the other dress. Thank you for your beautiful service. We love both you and Andrew. So I didn't get a chance to phone you yesterday, but it was on my to-do list. So that I'll see you soon anyway.
And Amanda Hicks says, can't wait. I assume she means Dublin.
Amanda's on the list. I think Amanda was one of the first on the list to come to Dublin. In fact, come on, I think you should come with Andrew for the day. Oh no, leave Andrew at home. You just come with us and the girls. I know you won't be able to get on the Bristol flight, but if you get a flight from somewhere else, I'll still give you a £50 voucher to spend in the Queen Bin. You can have a handbag. That's the one and only Kevin John designer that I am having a personal chat with here in the middle of the live. Anyway.
Sarah Cook finally says, you have a great team at the Queen Bee. They always give me a warm welcome and lots of help to spend my money. Great to catch up on Thursday after your hauls.
Yeah, it was lovely to see you. I've known Sarah since I was about 3, I think.
And Janice Rosser says, morning all, really enjoyed your holiday photos, loved all your outfits, Jodie.
In fact, I will say, so Sarah, who was just chatting to me then, her mum, that God rest her soul, was called Beryl. Some of you may know, I was brought up in the retail industry. My mum had a designer children's wear boutique when I was at the age of 10 months old. And Beryl was my mum's wingman. Just as I have the boss Tara, Beryl was the boss. She was like a second mum to me. So anyway, that gives a little bit of how personal and how all of these relationships have been around us for a very, very long time. So.
And Kevin said, I'm out of office till the 13th of June.
Oh, somewhere nice, darling? Message me. Anyway, so I think without further ado, on top of my case is my glasses, because when I need to look at the labels, I definitely need these days. In fact, somebody said to me on the cruise that they really liked my glasses. They're not Queen Bee. These are Ali Hop, that tit-tat shop that you usually find in Spain and the Med. 1.5 lenses with a little bit of a leopard on the side. But we do have sunglasses,
Yeah, really
like
nice
this.
sunglasses
So
as well.
actually, this is the Alice Wheeler. These are invaluable. You need to have one of these, not just for your holiday. You need to have one of these or 2 of these in your life. I have one for my sunglasses and one for my glasses. They are fantastic. Alice Wheeler, and we do have Alice Wheeler sunglasses that look a bit like this. I think we've got the stone, we've got leopard. You've only got to do a little bit of search on Alice Wheeler and all of the products will come up. Or the gorgeous Sophie will be busy in the background attaching the links for you. I think everybody who's talking to us so far has shopped with us or watched with us previously. But I will say, if you're quiet in the background watching and you are a newbie, you can shop with confidence online. The links are attached, you just click the link, order, and if it isn't suitable, just return within the terms and conditions and you'll have a full refund. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to open my case. Actually, I'm not going to open my full case. I am going to give you a little bit of a heads up. These 2 products, both by Jessica Graff, have been hot. We've had a last and final delivery of this piece. I'm not going to put it on. I definitely had this on the balcony in Tenerife. It is fabulous. It is $49.99. So this really is to give the frequent watchers the heads up that this is available again. Jessica Graff 29759, 49.99. We don't have all sizes. I'm a 14, a 14 is perfect. This one, I have to say, I've pulled it out the case and it smells amazing because this has literally just come out of the wash. This came on the cruise with me. Absolutely was amazing to wear. We have a delivery hitting us Monday, Tuesday. There are a few pieces in that delivery still available. Many of you have pre-ordered this. There is a belt with it as well. That must be lost in the wash somewhere. Probably in the ironing. As you can see, this needs ironing. But I had a revelation. So I wore this off in port with... Did I have a jacket with this?
Yeah, you did have to get a jacket on.
Did I? I don't know if I did have a jacket. Anyway, I had the belt as a necktie.
Oh, you didn't
my
have
trainers.
You had the jacket before. She was with the Gladiator guys, so you didn't have a jacket on.
No, I didn't have a jacket with this. But when I went back then, I needed to take the trainers off, put the flip-flops on, put a swimsuit on. And I actually turned it around. Let me do this. I turned it around and I had the zip at the front. Because somebody said to me, is it difficult to go to toilet in it? And I said, oh no, it isn't, because it is just zipped. But what I did was put my swimsuit on and zipped it at the front, and then just had my swimsuit showing, the leopard swimsuit. It looked quite nice, colour coordinated. But if you're concerned about being able to get the zip up and down, this is more or less the same back and front. You could wear it with the zip open at the front. Just a little ditty there for you.
I've got a question, Jode, from Hayley Greenaway. Is it elasticated?
This one, I think possibly you might be asking. This is elastic. Look at that. This is elasticated. Super. If we have got time, I may pop that on at the end then, because there are people that obviously haven't seen that, and it is a great dress. This is not elasticated. This is just the finest soft cotton, but not see-through, with that bric-a-brac edging, which I did see a lot of that in the boutiques in Italy, because it is. I like to do a little bit of research and make sure that we are on trend, and the buyer of this establishment is doing a good job and doing what she should be doing. Anyway, I'm going to unpack, I'm going to put it on the rail, and I'm going to talk you through a little bit about a cruise wardrobe, a capsule wardrobe, and a bit about something of everything that you perhaps need for your holiday. So here we go. I am literally... Oh, and by the way, when I do go on holiday, I do pack on hangers. So exactly as I am unpacking here, because a lot of people hate that when you get on location, that you've then got to unpack, and then you've got those stupid wooden hangers in the wardrobe. I literally, how I've unpacked in here is how I would unpack on holiday. So just roll it round, even Paul's shirts, because he's not capable of packing or unpacking himself. And then trying to put shirts on hangers when you go away. Literally, you save the time and you're in the bar before you know it. So obviously I haven't got the underwear and the other bits and bobs here, but that is how quickly you can unpack if you pack on hangers. I'm going to have somebody say, what hangers do you use? So I use these flat velvet ones at home and in the boutique. Any of the plasticky hangers, I get rid of them all, because when you're combining the space, you can't see this rail, but when all of the hangers are the same size, same shape, all facing the same way, it's very neat. So,
Question before we move on.
yes?
Is the jumpsuit one size?
No, it's sized small, I should have said actually, small to extra large, which is 10 through to 16. It is generous. I'm a true 14. At the moment, I'm a cruise heading for a 16, eating 3 meals a day, 3 courses, and I'm only a 12 in that jumpsuit. So it is sized, you can size down.
Liz Jones says, welcome back, lovely to see you live again. Joanne Probert says, how do you stop it all creasing?
So what I do is I am a fussy ironer. So I iron extremely well, even if I pulled it out my wardrobe and it's got some creases from being in the wardrobe, I will re-steam it and then I flat pack it so that it's sort of, that there's much of the item is flat, and then just fold the hanger over. And it soon just all
I was going to say, when you hang, it drops
out.
doesn't it?
Yeah. If you fold it well and hang it ASAP, it'll all drop out.
Linda White says, wow, good tip on the hangers. Angela Secton says, did Paul apologise last week?
He did. He apologised. It wasn't last week, it was the live before. He apologised at the very end of the live. So if you missed the public apology, you can go, the live will still be available. You can go on and you can fast forward to the end and you can watch Paul grovel a little bit and say sorry. He was very nice to me yesterday actually again, but I didn't have to ask for the sorry, it came quite freely. Anyway, you can actually see.
Hang on, why wasn't I nice to you?
Because you laughed when she fell.
No, before that. I'll tell you what it is.
Oh.
Very quickly. So we've got a bed with big storage under, where it lifts up like this. So there are a couple, like all the high summer, the beach bag, the beach hats and everything go under the bed. So I said to Paul yesterday morning, can you, and the bed is too heavy for me to lift, can you lift the bed and put the beach bag and the hat away? He said, well, when we go to Tenerife in 3 weeks' time, he said, will you be taking this? I said, no. He said, well, I'm just checking. He said, because save me opening the bed, we could have just left this up. So he wants the rubbish.
That for 3 weeks.
I said, so to save you lifting the bed, we've got to have all this paraphernalia in the bedroom for 3 weeks. Anyway, he realised the error of his ways and soon came being very nice. Anyway, so another tip, get a case on 4 wheels because it doesn't matter how heavy they are and Victor hasn't got to pick them up. So that's the case. I don't know if it'll fit in the loo, will it? It will.
Joanna Church says, can't believe you don't get Paul to do your ironing.
Oh my God. I can barely get him to get it out the cupboard. And it is a big, the iron is about the size of this, isn't it, actually? It's a steam generator. It's quite heavy. Paul can't iron. Anyway, anything else?
No, that's it. Get on with it.
I will whisk forward. Okay, so a couple of things on. Top to toe. Bariloche blazer, I absolutely love this. This is my own, it is a size 14. We have a few available. Not sure, we might have a 10, we might have a 12, we might have a 16. It's nippy, so if you are a 14 to 16 and you're busty, then you would need to have the 16 for sure, because this is just, there we are, if I did it up. Some of the other jackets have been more roomy. This one is a very, very tailored jacket. Absolutely love it. I didn't take it to Croatia with me because I did think it would be just a little bit too smart for walking around the ports and possibly too hot because like the one we showed you the other week, it's got this gorgeous lining. The finish, the quality on this is stunning. But it was one of those things I was thinking, oh, when I get home, I am really looking forward to wearing that. So this is Bariloche. The detail is phenomenal. 4 beautiful buttons here, the zip-in, matching buttons here, gorgeous lining. The lining follows all the way through. So if you did want to roll up and show a little bit of red on the lining there, that is very, very nice too. I've teamed it with a pair of Bariloche, like little navy pull-ups, ankle grazer, with the detail here. Look at that, that's cruise belly, that is. Then I've got the cream Anna. Let me show you what Anna looks like. This is my own as well. This is about to go in the wash. I picked it up off the floor this morning so that I could show you. So this is Anna. Anna isn't in stock at the moment, but I have managed to get some stock in white and in black. It's the most amazing little cami. This was on holiday with me. What I like about it is you've got this material here so you don't see the caterpillar body. It's not sticking. It's darted on the bust. You've got nice little strapping detail here, so I have got a bra on, but this little lace detail here hides the fact that I've got a bra, and then you have got the adjustable straps at the back with the elastic. I've got it tucked in, but it's got a nice little bit of length, not too long, that you can tuck it in, but if you just want it a little bit longer to hide the body, you can. Now, Anna is $39.99. It's from the brand Cream. If you want Anna, then please can you comment, yes, Anna, or yes, please, Anna, or Anna, anything that denotes that it is Anna that you're interested in. What we're probably going to do is, we know the stock has left and it's on its way to us. We will load the stock on, and then we will send the link to everybody that is interested in having Anna, and you can pre-order. So, but if you don't comment, yes please, or we need to know that it's Anna, so yes Anna, or Anna white, Anna black, and we will send you the link. That might be a good idea actually, if you put, because they're on separate, yeah, so put Anna black or Anna white, and we will send you the link for you to pre-order. We think they're going to be in and gone. So just on it. Yeah, just like these, we offered these for pre-order. So, and they will be size 10 through to size 16, 18, 16 I think, through to size. And there's a little bit of room in this because you've got that elastic back. Anyway, there we go. Where should I go from here? So, shall I keep these? I'll keep these trousers on because these will go with a few bits and bobs here.
Yeah, they're nice and trousers
yeah,
as well.
So this sort of went with the theme. I've talked about the trousers, haven't I?
Mm.
Bariloche. I don't know how much they are, but the link will be on. Very, very comfortable.
Details lovely as well.
Yeah, they almost remind me of, you know, that sort of Jaeger look.
Yeah.
That real classic lady, which I think that style is. Did it ever go out of fashion? But I think it's definitely coming back in fashion. Paul.
So our superstar Sophie just said they're $89.99.
Beautiful, $89.99, beautiful quality. And I've teamed them with a Tamaris loafer. Now I've actually worn to death this loafer. Literally, I've worn this to work so much, I've worn it out, and it doesn't look like there's a mark on it because of this lovely woven detail. So it's exactly the same fit. I've actually sized up in this because I'm quite wide-footed. These were in a boutique in Italy at a lot more money. I don't know how much ours are, 59, 69, something like that. And here we are, the denim one. The denim one, so it's $79.99, the one that I've got on. So this is probably the same, but so comfortable. I have this denim one as well. I didn't take it on the cruise with me because I knew I needed trainers walking around the ports. We did a lot of walking.
Just finishes the outfit nice, doesn't it?
Oh,
Just as well as you didn't have a bad knee then, wasn't it?
well, I'd have been on the deck just drinking.
I was going to say.
You did that as well.
I would have waved to you from my balcony. Bye, sailors. So I've kept the same trouser on, I kept the cami, I've kept the same shoe. I put a pinstripe shirt on. A lot of this look was in the boutiques in Italy. So you've got that plain cotton, white, pinstripe at the front. I love that sort of patchy detail, and I've just put that on as almost like an overshirt, a jacket, but it brings those three colours together. So you've got the light denim with the navy trouser, the white cami, and then that shirt. Very, very nice weekend little look, smart but comfortable and stylish. Cool.
What sizes do you go up to with the Anna?
With the Anna, when you click on the link, when we get it, it will show, I think it's 16.
Yeah.
Cream generally is 16.
It is 16.
It is 16.
Yeah, and are you going to show anything in a plus size, please?
Well, I tell you the sizes that I go up to. Obviously, a plus size is different people for different. So hypothetically, some people will say plus size is 18. Some people will say plus size is 22, etc., etc. We're not in any way sizist or ageist in whatsoever. The whole boutique is from size 8 through to size 28. I am a curvy 14. It is limited to what I can show you. So depending on what you mean in plus sizes will depend on what I can show you to model. In terms of us as a business, then yes, we do plus sizes, whatever that is translating to for yourself. I hope that explains it a little bit. And people have said to me before, well, you need to have a different model on a Saturday. Unfortunately, this is the Jodie Queen Bee show on a Saturday, so it would be difficult for me to have any other body shape other than my own to deliver my own show. Anyway, so stylish, and this, I'm wearing an extra large in this because I wanted to show it roomy. This goes up to 18, and I think from a size 10. But when you click on the links, you will be able to see all the sizing, and I do generally tell you whether it's true to size or whether you need to size up. This fits me in a 14, but the look that I've created here, I've put the 16 on so you can see it worn as a little bit of a jacket. Hope that helps with that. Any more questions, queries or comments? Paul, Tanya?
No. I'm just going through. No.
It amazes me how much you get in a case.
Oh, I could have got twice this.
No, I know, but it does amaze me.
I could have got twice this amount. Okay, what shall I... This actually will look very nice with this as well. So sticking with the navy theme, this is Tara Veo. I took some Tara Veo with me. I had Tara Veo trousers, and I had a Tara Veo little jacket as well. In fact, yesterday I was fancying this in the top, and before I fell, I know that I was trying this on.
You had it on when you said.
There we
so
are.
you-
So
the
I
picture
must
is
have
of
come
you
back
in
and
the
tried it
colour.
on. So in the picture where it looks like I'm sat on the toilet, actually I'm in this in taupe and white. I'm going to see you've got no sympathy. I'm going to do this. What I'm trying to show you here is how you can create through a capsule wardrobe, how you can create so many different looks. So just from the same top, trouser and shoe, I've created 3 different looks. I've created a smart, a stylish day. This actually, I think, could take you through to the evening. You can put a little kitten heel on with this, and you've then got an evening ensemble with the Tara Veo. I don't know what's left altogether. There was a dress, there was a cami, there was a trouser, but this kimono is just a very nice piece on its own. Would look nice over swimwear as well.
Yeah.
Have you got the name or the code for that?
I'll give it to you, darling. There we go. So, if you don't like the lace of this one, this is a little Inco cami here. This is $54.99. I know it comes in, they call it ecru, I call it white. We have it in white and we have it in navy. We did have some lime, we did have some hot pink. Cool.
Colour on that navy is much darker than it's coming up in the fluorescent
Okay,
lights.
this is proper navy. It's because of the lighting that we've got here that it's not maybe showing up as proper navy. This is Inco Cami 4289. This would fit me if I get a chance to put this on. This is a 14, but there's a couple of colours in that. Nice because you've got the wide strapping that you can wear your bra. Not too much exposure on the back because you've also got that nice strap that goes across the back. So this is the front and then this is the back with that strap, but I may put that on.
Now Tara Veo is a lilac 6053 jacket, the kimono,
There we are.
and it's
We'll
$106.99.
We'll put the link on. So, shall I change into... Can I change into that track?
Yeah.
It's just to show you a different option, really. This might be a little bit longer. So this is the Wendy wide leg. So you know I try to show you things that will combine with things that are already in your wardrobe. So if you're liking this sort of nautical look that I'm showing you with the navy and white, and you've got a pair of navy Wendy wide legs in your wardrobe, everything that I have shown you so far will combine with the Wendy instead of buying any new bottom. Also, God, we need to steam these. So this is the Fisherman from Melissa, the Fisherman trouser. So you may already have Fishermans. You may love the Fisherman trouser because you've got them in oyster or black or white. They do come in navy as well. In fact, I think to save money, I'm just going to keep the trousers that I've got on there. Let me put on, so this little top is from Alice Collins.
What code is it, Tar?
Button sleeveless top.
I'll get
Yeah,
that.
'cause that's a long style number.
So it's buttoned sleeveless and button sleeve. I've got two styles to show you. What's the matter?
Nothing?
Say.
No. So,
This is a slightly different blue.
Yeah, that's nice.
so Judith Segalias says, I think you are brilliant modelling your clothes.
Oh, thank you. I know a lot of boutiques, when they do present or they do a live, they don't actually change. They'll just show you from the rail. And the feedback that we do have is that they like it because they do see it on a body. So I will continue, but maybe not as much today with my dicky knee. I will do as much as I can today. Okay, so Alice Collins t-shirt. This I will say, not sure what the camera's showing. So the Bariloche trouser is a real true dark navy. The Alice Collins t-shirt a more, would you say, a French navy?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely, but I would say looks fantastic with white. I did ask the girls if we had any white jeans, either cut off or flary, because I thought that this would look fabulous as well with white jeans. We sold out. Well, we might have a couple of pairs, but odd sizes. In fact, I had a little look in Marks and Spencer's, and they didn't have anything nice in the white jeans either. These things come in early and they do sell out. Believe it or not, we have had our first autumn-winter delivery, and next week we start our spring-summer buy-in for 2026. I digress a little bit. So, this is more French navy, which I personally think looks fabulous with white. Just whizzing back to the cruise and those photographs from the cruise, I had some white tailored shorts. They were Marks and Spencer's, and they were very, very nice, very, very comfortable. So here's a shout out for Marksies for having some nice tailored shorts in this year.
Got a question
Yeah.
from Lorraine Smiles. Are the Wendy Wide Leg navy back in stock?
They are, depending on what size. So I know I've got a 14. I'm not saying that we've got all sizes, but we definitely, we might be able to check it out.
Sophie's answered.
Sophie's on it. She is like faster than the speed of light. There's a song there. Who sang
No,
that?
doesn't matter, get on.
Anyway, Lorraine, we have got navy. Sophie's on it. Hopefully we've answered your question. Going back to the stripe, Bariloche, lovely, lovely t-shirts. Not skimpy whatsoever. I'm wearing 14s. Lovely because you've got that little side bit there where it's covered, so you don't see any bra fat and all of that stuff that we all deal with. I can feel it, but you can't see it.
That's quite a nice detail.
It's
isn't it?
lovely detail, yeah. But what is also nice is the way that it comes across. So even though it's classed as a sleeveless t-shirt, this clever detail here, actually, that bra fat here is also covered up as well, and sort of covers the tops of your arms as well. But girls, we are what we are. We haven't got arms of an 18-year-old anymore. We're not expected to look like 18-year-olds. And a little bit of, this is not necessarily sun colour, because I have to be very, very careful in the sun now. This actually is some Dove cream, giving my arms just a little bit more colour.
So it's really interesting because the front of this, you can see with the lights, it looks much lighter. But if you look and you're watching this on catch up or even live, if you look at the back in the mirror, you can actually see the real colour of the outfit.
There we are. Oh, it's all your camera tricks now, Paul Tanner. Steven Spielberg, watch out, Judy. If you're in the job centre. Anyway, so the other style of the barrel lock, I may as well put this on quickly.
So somebody is
Alice Collins, what did I say? Barrel lock.
So somebody has asked, Alison Southall has asked, can you put the white trousers on, please?
I will, I certainly will. I'm trying not to do too many changes on my knee, as in bending, but I will certainly put the white trousers on and some of those Alice Collins pieces. So this then is the other Alice Collins t-shirt. So you can see the shape is different, very, very flattering with the downward stripe. Then if that was just too much for you on the arm, you have got some more coverage on the tops of your arms there, but we haven't lost the detail because we've got the button detail here. We may have other colours in this. We may have other, some plain, I'm not sure, but I know faster than speed of light, Sophie will have been putting different links on for you.
White and white with a blue stripe.
There we are. So we've got the reverse of this,
The colour of the dress then you've got on there.
which is this. So this then, little, very, very nice, easy sundress to wear. So this will be the same shape as this, but with a little bit of a V, and you've got your front pocket. Let me see how I go, and we'll put some of that on as well. I was going to take this off then without...
So we've got the white trousers on the video.
No, I
No,
think I'll put this top on, because this is a lovely one, and then I'll have a complete top to toe change, because this will look nice with navy, white, black. There we go.
So Liz Tate says, welcome back. You can come and pack for me any day, although it does help that you have Paul, who lets you have free range to take whatever luggage you like, unlike Roger, just saying.
Roger, I'll be having a word with you next time I see you. The stylish queen that she is, Liz Tate should be able to take whatever she wants on holiday. She is a fashion designer after all.
And Lisa Hayho says, Lenore Crease Release is a fab spray, a little on clothes. Sorry, it's a fab. Spray a little on clothes when folding in case. Hang up ASAP as the creases fall out. Smells good too.
Oh, do you know what? I love this Saturday show. Thank you. I'm going to buy some of that. Lenore, crease, whatever.
But Lisa, Joanne Probert then said, Lisa, I did that 5 weeks ago on my cruise and it stained the dress. Had to wash it in the laundrette so I could wear it laugh aloud, but it was fine on the t-shirts.
Ah, that's interesting. Maybe it was the fabric. It's almost like having a watermark on it, isn't it? Yeah. And also, I guess if you put too much, it then becomes wet and then you do get a water stain. Okay. So some of you may want to give it a go, but apparently it's really good on t-shirts. But anyway, thank you for the tip. So I've just pulled in now a little piece of Orientique. Now, if you are going somewhere very hot or you get very hot and have flushes, Orientique is a fantastic brand. The cottons are organic. They pride themselves on these bright prints. So maybe this little bit of nautical look was not for you and you wanted something a little bit more fancy, a little bit more bright. And there's all sorts, there's a whole plethora of different prints that come in from Orientique. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on that little ensemble with that. So it's not the white, I can put the white trousers on, but I just want to show them in pink. So I think this little ensemble is fabulous. Unfortunately, I can't have everything, contrary to, I think some people think I do have one of everything. I do have a lot, but I don't have one of everything. But this is definitely winking at me in the boutique, so to speak.
So Lily, our baby, says, good morning. Ross and I are in the lounge having a coffee.
I bet you're flipping hungover. I want to know later. Wonderful. So a little shout out to my Ross. He's in my nest. It was Ross's birthday on Thursday. And they have been partying hard in Dubai. absolutely how and why they shouldn't they?
Definitely.
We should be with them though, Tar, shouldn't we?
Happy birthday, mate, and I hope you were totally spoiled. So Joanne Probert says, yes, that's it. It was a watermark on the dress, but the great on the t-shirts.
I'm not sure if I got the labels right there. I am barefoot, although...
Are you listening then?
Yeah. You know what? This shows, this loafer that I'm going to put on now, it's such a chameleon colour. It's gone with so much. And
I'm going to get you a match card.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to undo myself, tuck myself in, dress myself properly, because I've just literally thrown that on, holding on to Tara. Right, so these are the linen Alice Collins trousers. So they come in all colours. The length is okay there. It is, somebody said, oh, they want me to have tall things. So these would certainly help with the tall person because they're quite long on me there. Would look fab with a wedge. I've tucked that white in. So white you can always see through. This is why I say wear a nude bra. So I pull that up so you can't see the white. I've layered it. All Alice Collins. So I've got the linen trousers. This is that Inco top that I was just telling you about, wherever that's gone, Inco cami. So I've taken away the lace here and just put a plain cami on. Then I've layered it with a linen shirt, and then for good measure I've thrown the jumper over the shoulders. We are in that weather zone where we go from warm to maybe a little bit breezy to maybe bloody freezing. So this, you've got a very, very stylish look, and you're then catered for all temperatures in the day. You could strip it all off and have your cami, get a little bit of a suntan in the garden or walking around or at a barbecue. Then you've got your stylish linen shirt. I love this. It's called Phoebe, one of my favourite shirts in at the moment. And then I've just thrown over the Alice Collins jumper, which you could then do all of this up, put the jumper on, have the collar out, and then you've got a complete layered look. Very clever with the jumper, because if you pulled in the blue with it, that would work, and if you pulled in the white, that would work as well. The Phoebe shirt, we've also got navy, so the Phoebe shirt, I'll put that there in a moment. So now you can see in all its glory, I'll put this here in case I need to put this back on. The Phoebe shirt in white, actually if you undo the navy ones, thank you, would also go. So if you had the pink trousers, it's all mix and match. All this linen pieces from Alice Collins would make a very, very capsule ensemble. In fact, I took with me the Olivia, I haven't got that on here because there's very, very little of it left. I took away the Olivia trouser and little top, and then I combined it with a jacket that I already had in my wardrobe, and somebody stopped me at the airport and said, oh my God, I love your outfit. In fact, I think every day on holiday I had somebody asking me where I bought my clothes from, or coming up and saying, I've watched you, you've got beautiful clothes. So that's the Alice Collins Phoebe white, very, very nice. Doesn't not go with the pink. We've also got the trousers in white, pale blue, navy. So all of that is going to combine together, mix and match. Let me show you the white. And this can be, I'm unbuttoning them, but this can be worn undone or done up as a shirt, proper shirt. That's nice with the navy. So all those pieces that I was showing you, it all works together. Very, very good to buy, I don't know, 3 to 5 pieces of something that you can then combine and make lots and lots of different looks and outfits from just combining and putting different pieces together. What I will do, because we've been asked, I will very quickly put the white trousers on for you. quality.
Janice Rosser says, I've got that sweater, been really useful in this unpredictable weather and so comfy, matches so much in my wardrobe.
Brilliant.
And the quality's lovely of that
Oh,
knitwear as well.
yeah, the whole Alice Collins quality of all of it. They're a combination of linen cotton, so that in terms of creasing, yes, it is going to crease. It's not going to not have creases, but it's not going to have that over creasing that you would normally get with a full linen. So let me, oh, there we go. So I've now jumped to the white trouser.
Yeah, that's nice.
See how here, so the key is you have to get the white so it doesn't show through, and then I've put the navy denim loafer back on, then with the Phoebe in the navy is very, very nice as well. If you're an all white girl, you could do Phoebe white. There's no rules here, the rules are only yours. Going back to I didn't say this was Coco Y Club. That would work very nicely with the linen trousers as well. And as I said, you've got the Inco in the navy. So if you didn't want to wear white because you feel I'm too busty, you could layer with the Inco navy with that one. So many options. And remember, on the trouser options, you've got the original Bariloche, you've got the Wendy wide leg, and you've got the navy fisherman. So many options. Right, that's all that done. You could create, out of that what I've shown you, you could create a whole week's worth of different looks. So what I'm going to show you now is essential in your wardrobe is always some tops, some white if it's me. So I'm going to show you some essential tops. Let me put this one on, because this also looks beautiful with the pinks. Any questions, Paul?
No, they've all gone very quiet.
Very quiet, okay.
They're all intrigued by all they're thinking right now, I know how to pack my wardrobe with all the mix and matching.
What I'd like to know, because obviously it's mad that we're only going to the 1st of June tomorrow, but actually, bizarrely, we're coming to the end of the season. So what I'd like to do is, before we get to the complete end of the season, if there is anything that you would particularly like to see or like me to present to you that I'm physically able to do, then please comment and let me know. Let me know what you would like to see from me. And if I've got it, then I'll do it. We could just have a chat show, couldn't we? We could just have breakfast with Jodie and have some muffins and orange juice and Prosecco and coffee and whatever. We could just have a chat if you like. But you need to chat. Anyway, okay, so I've thrown on a cream, as in the brand, cream t-shirt. This is gorgeous. It feels very, very silky. Again, it's not one of these where you then see all the caterpillar body. My caterpillar is definitely pregnant at the moment. I need to shed some pounds after putting them on. This could be a tucky in, it could be a tucky out. I love this detail. We had a beautiful sequin, almost t-shirty cami from Cream, and that is sold out completely. But this has a lovely piece on the front, floral, and then just with that translucent sequin. Let's bring in some pink. So if I had the pink trouser, so you could do white with the pinks, and then you just bring that pink through, or you could bring in, I think this looks very, very nice. So you then got the pink Alice Collins linen trouser with that little bit of a t-shirt coming through, and then the Phoebe shirt. The shirt is slightly darker than the trouser, but it's all part of the same family as such. It all works. And then again, you've got that jumper. Look at that for a capsule. And buy yourself a pair of Marks and Spencer's tailored white shorts. I think they were $29.99. Add that into that, and you've got a whole ensemble that you could all mix and match with. Very, very nice indeed. I am in Alice Collins. I am wearing size 14, 14, I think I just grabbed this because I really wanted to show you how handy it was. I think this is a 16, which if I won't put it on because I don't want to get makeup on the neckline, but I know that I would be able to wear a 14 or a 16 in that sweater. So, any questions?
No, Janie Mac says, love the t-shirt, and that's
Yeah,
it.
it is. It's a lovely...
Yeah.
This is a little bit of a silent one, this one. In fact, it's part of a story where we had, I think I modelled a dress and some blouses, and it's part of that little story. So there's still a dress, a short dress. We may have one or two of the longer dresses. This is the fabric. So this was the blouse. This is mine, no, this is what I've got on today with some jeans. But this, we had the dress in this fabric, short and long, and then you can see that actually, in fact, if you were lucky enough to get one of these blouses, there isn't anything left of this, by the way. There's none left, is there?
No, but you're just showing the print.
Yeah, I'm just showing you the print. And if you were lucky enough to get one of those blouses, how lovely does that look? Again, layered. If you don't buy the t-shirt, I'm definitely having one of those because it looked very nice with my blouse. And I think that just shows you how... Why are you looking at me like that? Because there's something else.
Something else to the wardrobe.
Something else. Right, let me show you some white tops because everybody should have, in fact, let me put all of these over here. And then I'm just going to show you some very, very easy dresses for packing. So I'll whiz these on and off very quickly. Do you need to go? No, because Sally, yeah.
So Sue Birch says hello from sunny Spain, looking fab.
So, hi darling.
And Ben Tanner says, how's your knee? Where's your ice pack gone?
Oh, see, my little fledglings. I got my 3 chicks in my nest. I got Ross and Lily from Dubai, and Ben Tanner watching from not so sunny South Wales this morning. All worried about my knee, apart from my husband. This is Cocoa White Club. Nice little t-shirt, nice little tie, some lovely detail, white with some print over, some lace. It is what it is. That would go with all of the trousers that I've shown you. It would also go with the white shorts from Marks and Spencer's.
This is the
Marble. So these do a lovely, like, there's not much of this left. These do a lovely, like, you can see, it's almost like a linen effect, very fine knit t-shirt, little bit of a frilly detail there. Not sure what colours we've got left, not sure what sizes we've got left, but very, very easy, very, very essential. If you're creating one of these capsule wardrobes, this is a piece that's going to mix and match with everything. Sophie, have you got the code on this one, darling?
Yes, it's 7376.
7376, and Sophie will add the links. I think we've got the most beautiful olive green in this. It might just be olive and white, but Sophie might be able to tell us in a minute what we've got left of that one.
White, lime, khaki and royal.
There we are. Thank you, darling. So, back to cream. You will have seen this in the past. This is their, almost their never out of stock and pull it in every season. So we've had this with long sleeve, we've had it with long sleeve round neck, we've had it with long sleeve slash neck, and I'm sure that we've got this coming through in winter in all the winter colours as well. So I'm sure this came in the collections going forward, didn't it?
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
This is a top that they do all the time. So you've got this lovely ruching detail, and always very nice because it just covers the tops of your arms. So that's that little in-betweener. It's not super casual, it's not super fancy. That would certainly be a top that you could switch from day to night. Got one more t-shirt.
Janice Rosser says, Jodie's wardrobe needs restocking after her clear out.
I haven't done enough of a clear out, but I have started. But I have to say, as fast as I was putting things on Vinted, everything was going. I am going to do another clear out. So if you want to follow me on Vinted, I think my Vinted account is Jodie the Queen Bee. Jodie the Queen and then just the letter B. There's not much on there at the minute, and what I tend to do is do a glass, sell it cheap, and then I give it to charity. And no, I don't want to do a rail in the shop because it just muddies the waters of my wardrobe and my business. So I'd rather sell it very, very cheap on Vinted and then donate to charity. So maybe not with these trousers because there's a lot going on up here, but if you had a lovely the tailored shorts or a straight jean, this is a lovely essential white t-shirt from Naya. Yeah, let me, so the boss is on it, so if I actually I'm going to cause myself more damage. I think I've managed very well. Do you think with my knee?
Yeah,
I know I haven't done many changes.
Yes, dear.
So now you can see that lovely detail with the, it's almost like an envelope-y size, a cutout, point at the front, just a very, very nice essential t-shirt from Naya. You know you are buying quality, premium, and you're buying something that is going to last for a very long time if you're buying into Naya. Now, I'm very, very quickly going to show you some dresses. This will probably only be 3 changes, but these are the types of dresses that I take on holiday with me. Very, very easy packing. As the belly grows, then I have got something that is very, very sort of versatile to wear. And I would say 2 of these are from day to night as well. Any questions, Paulie?
No, but I'm getting lots of messages through saying increasing your Vinted followers.
Oh, oh, I've got 2 lots to do a sort out now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the bend it is. It's when I bend
Lift,
it.
yeah, because it's right on your kneecap.
Yeah,
that's
but
why.
Ben was a little soldier last night. He kept getting me fresh ice.
Oh.
Well, didn't stop me going out. I went out to the pub and sat there with my leg up while they brought me fresh ice. Okay, so this is a little Arggido number. So a little sundress, you could wear it with flip-flops. I'm going on my tippy toe here. I'm not going to attempt to put shoes or high heels on. Little tunic piece, nice length, and then you've got this sort of soft gold crochet embroidery detail at the front. It comes in a number of colours. This beautiful blue, white and pink. Every one of those colours is a winner. I know we haven't got all sizes in all colours. I think from sizing, I think it went from an 8 through to an 18. However, I don't know what we have left because I know that this was a very picked up piece earlier on in the season. But because these are the types of dresses that I took on holiday, I wanted to share with you. These are just so easy. You can dress them up. If I was wearing this on the cruise in the evening, I would have had big gold earrings. I had big, almost platform block gold shoes, a little gold clutch, and it makes it very, very dressy. Equally, I would have worn this not around the cruise ports because we did a lot of walking, but if I wasn't doing a lot of walking and I was just going out for lunch somewhere, I would wear this with a little pair of flip-flops and just as is, no jewellery or clutch bag. This is Arggido 48505, it's £129. So I know that we've got a blue in a 14, a pink in a 14, and we have a white in a 10. Aside of that, I know there's more, a little bit. I know there's a little bit more stock, but not everything in every size. Okay, so that is that one. Should I put the pink on?
Yeah,
quickly? It's a
Celia
gorgeous-
Sharp says, I like all of that. I like the fresh white look. I think it must have been before these.
Yes.
All the colours are nice, don't they?
This work, the colours, every single colour in this is gorgeous.
You can keep the same accessories then, can't you?
Yeah, because of the gold.
Yeah.
And this is not a dress that is going to date either. When you do your packing and you go to your wardrobe, this is a dress that would come out time and time again. So that's the pink with the gold. Again, for night, some nice soft gold shoes, platforms, all clumpy. For the day, just a little bit of a flip-flop. Nice little beach bag, some nice sunnies. You would look super, super stylish in that. And I will not get in the 10. The caterpillar would have no chance of getting in that right now. Okay, two more dresses to show you. Again, all very packable, wearable, etc., etc.
All nice colours. Yeah, these are all nice shape. I want to say this.
So,
Yeah.
just
I didn't undo that one.
sorry, darling. This one, I think, well, actually, I was going to say it's going to be too big for me. This is a 16, but what's the matter?
No, but the good thing with these
But-
is they're like a shift.
Yeah,
they're
but
nice.
with my new body, actually, no, with my new body is fine. Let me take this one, because this reminds me. I'll put it there for now. Okay. Yeah, so it's a little bit roomy on me. This is the 16. But do you know what? Second week or end of cruise, this is definitely, because there's a lot of belly going on under there. In fact, one night I did have a little bit of a paddy and there were dresses going around everywhere because every dress that I put on I could see my belly. So I should have had one more, I don't like the word fat, one more curvy dress that I wasn't so conscious of my belly after eating so much. But it was all self-inflicted and I had a great time, so I won't worry about it. We'll soon shift it. So that is little shift dress, very, very easy, won't crease. We've had comments about packing and creasing. These won't crease. And if you are going to Wimbledon this year and need to have a beautiful dress because you're going to centre court or whatever, oh my God, what a dress this would be for Wimbledon. In fact, we're going to name this one the Wimbledon dress this year. Very, very easy. You could put a blazer over it. You could wear trainers, wedges, flip-flop,
Dress it up, dress it
up,
yeah.
dress down. Very, very easy for packing. Definitely if you size up. This is the 16, so it is a little bit roomy on me, but it would definitely be hiding that tummy.
Julie Cam says, I have this Arggido dress to disguise my tummy.
I love the little tunic, all the Arggidos and Carlas. The dresses that I buy tend to be tunicky because they do make that tummy disappear. Well, they don't make it disappear.
They're all so nice.
But they're flattering, yeah, flattering.
Lorraine Smile says, Jodie looks fab in everything she wears.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't necessarily feel that, girls. I feel everything that you feel and more. Paul will certainly vouch for that. I beat myself up just like all you girls beat yourselves up. Sorry.
This colour's amazing.
But we are what we are. And I guess we could possibly be thin and super unhappy because we don't eat or drink anything. I think I would struggle, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but
I love my food.
No, but you're on holiday. You've got to enjoy yourself. That's the point of going.
So this is so I'm not going to dress myself overly well in this at the moment. This is, let me put that on. This is a Hope and Ivy. I don't know the name of it, but Sophie will be on it going. Alana, thank you, sweetheart. This is the Hope and Ivy Alana, and in a size 14. I'm big busted. I'm just gonna, maybe I shouldn't do this, but being the professional I am, I feel that it needs a heel.
Oh, watch you don't fall off them.
No, that's okay. I'm going up.
Pressure.
No, I'm not going over. Okay, so Hope and Ivy, we stopped from size 8 through to size 24. So we had some queries earlier about plus sizes. So whether you class plus sizes 18 or beyond the 20, Hope and Ivy is a brand that we do for up to size 24. Hope and Ivy themselves don't do everything in every size. So this particular model, I don't think it comes in the 24. I think it goes up to 18 or 20. But what a beautiful dress to cruise. So no creasing. I've just layered it with a little white Vicky underneath there, because if you're busty, people always worry about that we're showing too much bust And the reverse of that, when people aren't busty and they've got not much at all and they feel like they're too flat chested, they say, oh, the wrap dresses don't work for me. But if you put a little cami, it doesn't matter whether you're flat chested or whether you're over busty, it just becomes part of the dress. So you're not worried about things on show. And also when you sit down with a wrap dress and then you've just, you know, you're not showing things down there that you don't want to show either. Maybe showing a little bit of a leg, but you've got that lovely little white that works with that. These are out of my own wardrobe. These are just an orange little stiletto. Beautiful colour, embroidered with the softest sort of pewters and gold crystal. I don't know how much it is. I think it's about 120.
130.99.
130. Which
99.
139. An amazing dress for that price. So much detail on this. Got your little angel sleeve there, so the tops of your arms are covered. Lovely on the back, wrap over. Now, Hope and Ivy do this shape in all sorts of prints and colours and patterns. So it would be a whole show if I did all of the Hope and Ivy. What are you after?
I'm going to go through because I've got them for him.
Bye, darling.
See you soon.
Bye, darling. So this shape, whilst you say, oh my God, I love that, but it's too sequiny for me, or you like the shape, but you're beyond the size 18, there's lots and lots of choice in Hope and Ivy up to the 24 in the different florals, the prints, the patterns and the colours. They just wanted to show you how easy that dress is to wear. I haven't got any shapewear, I've just got sort of comfy knickers, but if I had the proper bra, proper shapewear on that, it would be super, super flattering and a gorgeous colour. So I'm going to end the show on this. Pretend I'm going to the black tie evening on the cruise. No creasing, very, very easy to wear, and even at the end of the cruise, I think the caterpillar belly would be okay in this as well. Thank you for listening. We will be back here next Saturday, live in the studio at 9:30 as usual. Please, 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 I need some couple of things from you. If you want an Anna, which is the cami with the lace, I don't know where that's gone, that's in the changing room. Put Anna Black or Anna White and we'll make sure that you keep yourselves posted. Please, we love your feedback. If you've got anything that you want to tell us, you want to share with us, then please do. Any special requests. I am a one-man show, so to speak, or a one-woman show, but I will do my best to deliver whatever it is that you want me to deliver. If you want to follow our escapades, and you missed out on the escapades in Croatia, then join the VIP group and then you will be able to follow us a little bit more in our personal life as well, and also have hot news and being able to pre-order things first before anybody else. If you're the first time watching this, thank you for listening, and I'm sure all the girls that are regulars on here will vouch that we offer a wonderful online service and online advice. And then if you don't want to come on to do online and you want to visit us at Penarth in South Wales, you will get the warmest welcome from the team. Anyway, I will leave it there today. Thank you, unless Victor, I'll let you have the final word.
I've got nothing else to say.
You've got nothing to say?
For once. Tracy Pike says, this has been perfect timing for my cruise.
Brilliant. Well, I hope I've given you some good tips. The one last tip that I will give you, those hangers when you go away and they're on the non-removable hooks and they're wooden and they're chunky, the first thing that I do is unhook all of those wooden hangers, I shove them in the top of the wardrobe and I unpack as I showed you, so that it then creates more space for me and what I decided to take away with me. Hope that helps.
Got a quick question from Trish Thomas on Insta. Is it orange or red, please?
It's orange. It is orange. I'm not quite sure how we have fluorescent lighting in here.
No, it is orange.
The most beautiful, beautiful orange. Yes, it's gorgeous. That is it. Thank you. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you either in the week